Oh, diagonally, the coffee's coming in. It's like Tetris, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live stream session. What's happening? Guys, I just wanted to say hello, and I hope everyone's having a happy Friday. For those of you who've never joined the channel before, thank you for joining me today. For those of you who have joined the channel before and just stopping by, thank you for stopping by. For those of you who are going to stay here for the whole session, thank you for being here for the whole session. Guys, I just want to say thank you also again for being here. For those of you who gave me good advice yesterday and those of you who continue to give me good advice, I'm going into this M audio. Well, not the M audio. I'm going into my what do you call it? My OBS system right now. And I wanted to do this while I'm live on stream. And I'm currently set the microphone at minus 100 milliseconds. Now, some of you may be asking me, why did I do that? The reason is simple. It's because I keep hearing a delay, and I'm definitely playing, not a delay, but I'm continuously trying to make sure that whatever's happening, I understand what's happening. And so the biggest problem I'm having right now is I don't understand why that there is still a delay when I'm playing. When I'm playing against these click tracks, because I'm playing on top of the beat, and I don't understand it. So I'm going to try to figure this out before I set up my new microphone setup that I'm going to do this week. It's going to be awesome, and that's a problem I need to figure out as well. But with that being said, guys, I have it set to minus 100 milliseconds. I don't know if it's milliseconds or microseconds. I would imagine it's milliseconds because micro is even smaller than that. Let me go ahead and get this thing taken care of right now. Turn the volume down. Got to keep this up now so that we can do this right now. Give me 1 second now. Close that, open this back up. Guys, welcome to the channel. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. For those of you who've never joined the channel before, as I've said before, thank you for joining me today. For those of you who have joined me before and are new and would like to stay here the whole session, thank you for staying here the whole session. For those of you who are just stopping by, well, thank you for stopping by. This channel is about 4 things. First of all, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. The practice session, and then obviously the improvisational section. So the practice session is about me practicing. It's about you practicing. It's about us practicing together so we can get better as a collective. We're going to go from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. We do that by using this basic structure and formula that will be adapted and changed over the course of the years that I work on this. So basically, it will start with warm-ups. Scales, chords, different chord progressions, different chords and voicings, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, different licks of the week, as well as different cover songs that we use for promotional uses on the channel, unless YouTube says otherwise. So I don't really know how that works. But again, we're going to try and we're going to see what we do. Trial and error, baby. The second thing is we're going to take those skills and use those as our foundational element to do the second thing, which is to create the best improvisational music we possibly can. So I'm going to be improving on the live stream. I'm going to be playing against backing tracks that have open licensing, so that I can create the best improvisational music I can. You get to sit on your throne of judgment and judge me and tell me if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, if I'm doing okay, like as was done yesterday, which is very, very helpful stuff. So I ask people to go ahead and do those things because it's very helpful to me, it's helpful to the channel, and it helps us understand the fretboard differently. It's my hope, my distinct hope, and my very, very personal hope and endeavor that people will also decide to use the playlist section, use the songs in the playlist section of my channel to create the best music they possibly can, and they do so by listening and playing against those songs. And my hope is that they will record themselves playing against those songs, that they will upload those videos to YouTube, and then with their permission, obviously share the video with me. But with their permission, I would like to talk about how they've attacked the fretboard on those songs, how I've attacked the fretboard using those same songs, as well as what we can do as a collective to get better, even suggesting different influencers and different practice pieces or prepared pieces or etudes, as they call them, to get better, so we can move from the intermediate, obviously, to the virtuoso levels of improvisation and playing. And all that is with the intention of me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X every single day. Whether I'm doing sound design or singing and songwriting on these tracks, or I'm creating guitar parts or soloing on these tracks, the whole idea is for me to put out some music every single day. And so obviously the first, the 100% of the music I put out was an effort for me to get better. So obviously the first stuff I'm going to put out is going to be total shit, and that's just what it is. But again, in order to get better, you got to start somewhere. So working on that is a really important thing for me because that's what the whole channel is based on. And so 90% of what I'll be creating will be music that I'm creating for myself, and the other 10% we split into two parts: music I create for other individual content creators or the people who are trying to get like artists and things of that nature, as well as the other 5% that I'm going to be using to make movies, film score, or movie or film scores for people who work in the short film industry in the area in which I live. It helps out in this way because they get free music and I get credit, and I also get to work with people who are doing dope things. So that's also really cool for me. And basically, the last thing is the fourth thing is basically when people don't really watch the channel serves for me, or the live stream, I should say specifically. When people don't watch the live stream still serves for me as a where I've been, where I am, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation, because I save all of these videos and people can rewatch them afterwards should they miss a session. It helps out with the channel when people talk and they give me commentary in real time about what things I can do differently. A lot of the changes people ask me to do most of the time cost money, so those aren't changes I can make right away because the channel hasn't generated any revenue yet. But once it starts to generate revenue, then I can make those changes. And some of the changes that are really things that don't cost any money, lighting, well, not lighting, like the sound quality and the video quality, at least to a certain level. Those are things I can fix almost right away, but sometimes they'll need a little bit more. I'll need a little bit more help working on those things. So with that being said, guys, when you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, I ask people to do that so I don't have to do the second thing as much, which is to ask people to donate to the channel. Okay, so what I'm asking people to do is to donate to my Ko-fi account. Again, that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. You can donate as little as €1 to the account. Again, that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. I will post a link to that in the chat, provided that's something you might be interested in doing. If anything I'm doing is interesting or helpful to you in any meaningful way, I ask that you donate to the channel during this period of advertiser-driven revenue purgatory in which I'm currently sitting. The second thing I ask people to do is really an indirect way, and I get excited about this because I saw there was a massive dip today, and I'm excited about that. But the other thing is an indirect way to help out with the channel is to get involved in cryptocurrency. Now, this channel has nothing to do with cryptocurrency. Okay, I'm not a financial expert. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I'm sharing my love for guitar with you, and I very much love cryptocurrency. I love trading it. I love thinking about trading it. I love talking to people about trading it. I love talking about the applications against the blockchain, of what the blockchain can do for the future, Web 3.0, and all those other things. But if you want to get involved, it does help out in an indirect way with the channel. Let me tell you how. When you sign up using the referral links I have, it works as a refer a friend program. So they will offer you perks and benefits that will be exponentially better than that of what you get if you signed up by yourself. That's how it works. They want to get clients, older clients like me, to get new clients in the door. They will offer you that same opportunity after you've had maybe, I don't know how many X amount of trades or over how much period of time you have to do. They'll offer you that same thing. And the perks and benefits change regularly, so I'm not going to sit here and say what they are, but at the same time, I'll give you a general idea. So if they offer you $20 cash back in cryptocurrency or $100 off trading fees, whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me. And because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gain starting at $50 and ending at $100 to reinvest back into the channel, that's how it helps out with the channel. And again, it's indirect. With it, meaning it wouldn't be you, it'd be the company actually offering me the same things they offer you. So it's a win-win. Lastly, before we start getting into some of this music stuff, right, is basically the easiest way to subscribe, the easiest way to help out with the channel, obviously outside of just liking, commenting, and subscribing on my YouTube channel, is obviously doing that on all my other platforms. I'm currently available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. I am not active on Twitch yet. I am very limited as far as my activity on TikTok goes, and I'm very active on Facebook and on Instagram. So subscribe to me across those platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and help me grow my YouTube channel, which is obviously the goal, will inevitably help me grow those other platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here today. Thank you. Happy Friday, y'all. Okay, I'm going to go right in here, and as I've said before, I'm going to go ahead and post a copy of my Ko-fi account. Again, you don't have to donate if you don't want to, but it is helpful to the channel. I've had one or two donations, one donation for my Ko-fi account. So far, I would like to get more. I like to get those numbers up. But again, that's not the goal of the channel, is to make this channel, at least the live stream section of the channel, net zero. Some of you are confused about what net zero is, so I'm going to go ahead and explain that. So here is, let me just go ahead and post this real quick. Copy of the to my key. The next thing is here is the of the week. I'm going to go ahead and post that as well. I just do that to get a little separation between the two. I understand it's annoying. I wish I had a better way of doing that. I don't. And I'm sure I can find one, but I did not do that. So I'm going to post this right here. Here's the link of the week so you guys can check that out for yourselves. And what was the last thing I was going to put? Oh, happy Friday, y'all. And I'm going to pin that comment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. What was I going to say? Real quick. 3 things. I do curse on this channel, so if that is an actual obstacle for you as to whether or not you can watch the channel, and this pains me to say because I need as many subscribers as I possibly can, this may not be the channel for you. I do recommend other artists I know curse as well because, well, musicians curse like sailors. That is a fact. That is almost, it's true so many, at such a high percentage, it is almost basically a fact. The second thing is I don't take requests on this channel. Now, I've juggled with the idea of doing the live stream where I have a list that I know of songs, of backing track songs that have open licensings, and that would be really cool to do, where people could donate based on whatever the backing track is. They can donate X amount of dollars here, and once they donate that money, I'll play that song. It's like putting a little money into the token, into the record machine, and then record machine playing the song kind of thing. But yeah, I don't sit here and just play requests or cover songs because I don't think that's the best way to develop your skills as a guitar player. Now, they could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. I've heard a lot of guitarists talk about the fact that learning cover songs is a good idea, but it's not the best way to learn the guitar or learn the fretboard. Sometimes it'll be modeled after certain techniques, or there'll be certain techniques that will be implemented in the song that will help you get a grasp on some of those techniques, but it's not the best way to learn guitar. And I could change my mind later, but as of right now, that is not the case. And lastly, if you have any questions, guys, I ask you to please wait to the very end to ask those questions, or understand if you're asking questions that are going to take me longer than 30 seconds, that I will not answer them on the stream. I've had issues with that earlier this week, and it was a great thing because somebody was helping with some issues, but at the same time, I try not to make a habit out of it because I only have X amount of time to practice every single day, and so I have to commit that time when I can. The last thing, I was going to say net zero before I get into this. So net zero is basically when the channel is as free for me as it is I'm trying to make for you guys as possible. So what I'm saying is my number one goal is to make sure that this channel is free for you guys, but in order for me to do that, it has to be free for me too. And that's at least for the live stream part of the channel, I want that to be true because I don't think people should have to spend money to work on their practicing stuff, especially considering that I'm practicing here too. I'm sure with the time period now, like if I was making like 35, 40 bucks every session, that would be the equivalent of private lessons, which would be ideal. But again, that's the goal. I'm trying to hit that number. I'm like already 1,500-1,600 bucks in the hole because of all the stuff I've purchased for the channel. So that's why I'm asking people to donate. But again, it's my hope that people will like, comment, and subscribe so I can get the YouTube partnership program, and then just get that from advertiser-driven revenue instead of out of the pockets of hardworking people, which fucking sucks. That's not what I want. I'd rather it be from YouTube and its subsidiaries as well as sponsorship revenue. But in order to do that, I have to have enough subscribers, so tell your friends. Or donate, or do both. Whichever works first. We're going to get started here today. We're going to get started here. Guys, good to see you. We're going to start with this exercise that I really am getting better at, which is the alternate spider picking exercise in the same position where we try not to muffin top, which basically is a term that I've repurposed to make sure that it talks about fingers not falling onto other strings or spilling over onto other strings and unintentionally muting them. Let's go. This is the first time I think I've ever done it with my eyes closed. Again, I'm shutting my eyes with the express purpose of doing one thing, making sure I'm not staring down at my fretboard the entire time. So guys, we're going to move this tempo up, and I don't remember which one, because we were normally at 105 beats per minute, but I think I've taken the tempo up to 190 beats per minute for these particular exercises because I was trying to play them in regular time instead of playing them in double time. Now, I have taken the microphone sensitivity back to minus 100 to make sure I can do these exercises correctly, or making sure it sounds correctly. I'm doing minus today. I'll do plus tomorrow just to see whether or not that has an effect on the volume, or not the volume, my ability to stay on beat, because I swear to you I'm playing on beat, but I watched the video yesterday. For some reason it still sounds like I'm off beat. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's just an issue with my M-Audio device or an issue with how I'm syncing up the computer with my M-Audio device. I don't know. I really don't know, but I've got to try everything to make sure it works. 190 beats per minute by John Petrucci by the Mosquito style exercise. Let's go. It sounded a little bit more terrible than usual, but it's normal. It's specifically because of the fact that I was not looking down at the fretboard this time. So I'm going to try to do the same thing with the alternate spider picking exercise, but we'll see how it works out. Actually went surprisingly way better than I had previously anticipated. Guys, we're going to turn up the volume right here. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out you. Shout out all of you for being here today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to get right into the chromatic tapping from 1st to 16th fret. Let's go. I wanted to end the exercise a little earlier. That I didn't mean literally. I meant I accidentally tried to. Because I'm not looking at the fretboard. I'm going out of my way to make sure that I'm not looking at the fretboard. Guys, we're going to get right into the second part of this, which is we're going to start working on the, did sweep picking exercises yesterday, so today we've got to do the alternate. Wait, was the selective picking and the diminished and arpeggiated chords land on the same day? It's a great Friday, y'all. Because that means it's going to be a little bit easier of a day. We don't want these days to be easier, but we do. It is nice to have a lighter amount of work to do. I was going to say lighter load, but I know the internet goes crazy when you use that particular word. Again, I don't want to get into that. It's weird. It's just weirdness. Internet's a weird place. Well, weirdos. I guess that makes me one of them. Because if I'm on the internet and I'm calling the internet weird, yeah, I guess I'm calling myself a weirdo too. I guess. I might actually have to slow this down. I'm going to go to, let's start this at 100, 140, 100. Can I interest y'all in an ice cold 40? Alright. Okay, that's the exercise we're doing. It's the slow, it's the, selective picking exercise at 130 beats per minute. I would take the time to explain it, but it's really not that hard of an exercise. I'm going to post a video of me doing this short, maybe this weekend. I know I'm doing a couple licks of the week that I'm adding this week, and probably the ABC Polyphia intro. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Without the music, because if I play the music in the background, then it no longer becomes an interpretation. So I don't know what I can do, what I can't do. One like twice, was just because I really like the index pinky. I like doing the index pinky tap, I guess is what you'd call it, because you're technically hammering on. So second position, we're doing this 140 beats per minute in regular time, obviously. Same exercise, 150 beats per minute, y'all. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are just getting here, I cannot see if you've written anything on the channel, but thank you for coming. That one was definitely rushing a little bit for sure. Ooh, I should turn this volume down. That's why people are leaving in treasure troves, because the volume is up way too damn high. Guys, we're going to get right into the scales. We're going to do all the scales at 190 beats per minute, so we're not doing the Australian thing and going Dionanda. Okay, so we're at 190 beats per minute right now. We're going to go start with the C major scale, going right to the C sharp D flat major scale, at which point we will be converting to the pentatonic scales. Yo! Working with the C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scales and the C minor pentatonic scale, but obviously starting with the C minor pentatonic scale first. Let's go! Second position, C major scale, 105 beats, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, C major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. 105, 190. Let's go. Yeah, let's go right into the C major scale of fourth position. 190 beats per minute. Let's go. I'm not a weirdo. Let's see. Fifth position, C major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, C major scale, 105 beats per minute. Guys, let's get it going. Woo! Ric Flaired it. 7, Seventh position, C major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. The eighth position, or the octave position of the C major scale at 190 beats per minute. Guys, again, I just want to be clear. I'm shutting my eyes just to make sure I'm not staring down at the fretboard. I have a terrible habit I'm trying to get out of, which is staring down at my fretboard the entire time, and I need to really get a better idea of feeling the fretboard out with my hands, and, you know, so... Now we'll go right into the C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scale before I start like annoyingly noodling around on my guitar and not doing anything productive. Okay. First position, 190 beats per minute, C sharp D flat major scale. Let's go. Woo! Finally, I had to run through that a few more times more than necessary to get it done, but we got it done. We get it done. Second position, C sharp D flat major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Actually, just run that again 2 more times. Let me go right into the fourth position of the C sharp D flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. C major, C sharp, D flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, C sharp, D flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position. Yeah, seventh position. C sharp, G flat, C sharp, D flat, major scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, the octave position of the C sharp, D flat, major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Now that we finished with those, we can get right into the pentatonic scales. Guys, if you haven't done so already, I'd absolutely love it if you would go ahead and like and comment and subscribe to the channel. It would be very helpful. It's, you know, free. Takes you 2 seconds of your time, 2 seconds of your life. It's no cost to you, and it means all the world to me. If you don't want to, I just want to say thank you for being here either way. But if you could, I'd be really grateful if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Guys, we're getting right into the pentatonics. We're starting with the C minor pentatonic scale in first position at 190 beats per minute. Again, I'm closing my eyes not to look like a pretentious douchebag, but to try to make sure that I am stopping the stare. Stop the stare, as they call it. Trying to stop staring at my fretboard. Third position, or second position, C minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, C minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, C minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, C minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute, y'all. 190 beats per minute, I guess that was clear. And finally, the sixth position of the octave position, the C minor pentatonic scale, 190 beats per minute. Let's go. Woo! Took me a little bit longer than expected, but still got it done. Let's get right into the C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scales, guys. This one's a little bit harder. That 1-4 and that 2-5 stretch immediately preceding each other, and the inverse of that, are very difficult for me to do. So I'm going to do my best. It worked out okay yesterday. Let's see if we can do it again today. Woo! That one worked out really good. Let's go right into the second position of the C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scale. On 190 beats per minute. Third position, C minor pentatonic scale, C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute, y'all. Fourth position, y'all. C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scale. Let's go. It's kind of like I'm revving the engine when you're like. That's so dope. Let's go right into the fourth position of the C sharp D flat. No, this fifth position. Fifth position of the C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scale. Let's go, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you. the cis position or the octave position of the C sharp D flat minor pentatonic scale at 190 beats per minute. Let's go, y'all! 190 beats per minute. Woo! Turn off the metronome, guys, because we don't need the metronome for this section. For those of you who are just joining me today, now you're going to understand that we're going to be working. We're going to put in that work. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you for being here, guys. If you haven't done so already, I would absolutely love it if you'd go ahead and like and comment and subscribe to the channel. If not, just like the videos. If not, thank you for being here regardless. I hope that you will, because it does help me achieve one of my major goals of making this channel net zero. Net zero meaning it is at absolutely no cost to me, as well as it is at no cost to you, without actually having to beg people for donations if you don't want to do that. So that's helpful because it helps me get to the get what I need that's necessary to become a part, or to apply to become part of the YouTube partnership program. Okay, so if you'd like to do that, I ask if you take a second right now and like the video and comment on the channel, or subscribe to the channel, or both, or all three. I'm gonna get right into this. The next part is a little bit more boring than the rest of the stuff. Again, practice is not fun all the time, or most of the time. Parts of practice are fun, but most of the time it's not supposed to be fun because we're working diligently and we're on our discipline and working on creating these skills that we need to get better. So this part we're doing is called Find the Note. It's an exercise that was kind of suggested and or recommended and or probably created by Joe Satriani. I'm sure he may have different thoughts on that. Maybe he had a teacher that told him about it. But this game's called Find the Note, and the method that we're using is what I like to call the plus 12, minus 12 method, which is how you find a note and its octave position on, well, not a note, but how you find an octave position below or above the 12th fret by just knowing where its position is, either above, below, or below the 12th fret. I call it plus 12, minus 12, which is literally and exactly what you think it is. So when you were trying to find the C, and again, if you were here yesterday, we know that the C note on the bottom E string is located on the 8th fret. You add 12 to 8, you get 20. So that's how you find its octave position on the E string. If you only knew that it was at 20, but you didn't know where it was below the 12th fret, all you have to do is take 12 and subtract it from the number 20, and you get 8. And that same method works on every single string. If you know where the C is below the 12th fret, or if you know where the note is below the 12th fret, in this particular case it's the C note. On the A string, if you know where the C is on the A string, which we know it's 3, it's just A, B, C, A, B, C. So if you're on the C note and you add 12 to that number, you get 15. Okay? Very simple stuff. It's plus 12, minus 12. So we're start on the bottom E string, or the low E string. We're going to go 8 and 20 on the low E string. And then we're going to go 8 and 20 on the top E string. It's the same thing. It's just they're sonically identical. Now back to 8 and 20 on the low E string. Then we're going to go to the A string, which puts us at, you guessed it, 3 and 15. How do we know that? Because we literally just did it. So we're going back to the E string, the low E string, and going back to 8 and 20. And the top E string puts us at 8 and 20 on that string. Then we're going to go to the B string, which we know starts at 1. You add 12 to 1, you get 13. Simple math, guys. Now back to the 8 and 20 on the low E string, or the high E string, my bad. And then 8 and 20 on the low E string. Then we're going to go to the A string, which puts us back to 3 and 15. Then we're going to go to the D string, which puts us to 10, 12 to 10, and you get 22. So 10 and 22 on that string. Then we're going to go back to the A string, which puts us right here. Back to 3 and 15 on the A string. Now back to 8 and 20 on the E string. Then we're going to go to the high E string, which puts us at 8 and 22. 8 and 20 as well. I shouldn't have said 8 and 22. That was stupid. 8 and 20 as well. This puts us back to 1 and 13 on the A string. Then we're going to go to the, I'm sorry, that was on the B string. Now we're going to go to the G string, which puts us right to, you guessed it, 5 and 17. You add 12 to 5 and you get 17. You subtract 12 from 17, you get 5. Guys, this is very simple math. Not very hard. If you guys want to understand the theory behind it, feel free to ask me on Instagram or Facebook or any other method that you choose, any other messaging method that you choose. I'm sure I have a way to get back to you. Except for WhatsApp, because that requires me giving out my number, and I ain't doing that. I love you guys. You guys are the best. So back to 10 and 22 on the D string. Now back to 3 and 15. 3 and 15 on the A string. Now back to 8 and 20 on the low E string. And we're going to finish up this exercise. We're going like this. Woo! Woo! Guys, we're going to get right into, well, we're going to get right into the diminished chords, guys. And this is my favorite. We're going to the Dominican Republic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And these are my favorite chords, specifically, but not limited to the fact that they're easy. But when you're having like a long day and you're feeling tired and you're like, well, maybe you should go back and work on some of these things. Dude, I appreciate you, Donnie. I'm thankful that people on the internet comment and say nice things like that. People on the internet don't go out of their way to say nice things and to treat people kindly. And on this channel, I have been blessed with the fact that I have not had a single person make too many negative comments towards me or this channel. I'm trying to build this thing brick by brick, and I appreciate, and I also appreciate constructive criticism. So if I'm doing something wrong, guys, or you hear something that's weird or off or whatever it is, feel free to comment. And if you feel uncomfortable commenting, just tell me on Instagram. It's Muzzy McGee on Instagram. It's Muzzy McGee on Facebook. This stuff is helping out with the channel. Like when people give me constructive criticism, it only helps out with the channel. So shout out to you, Donnie. I appreciate you for at least stopping by, maybe and letting me know what you think about the channel. But thank you for the comment. I appreciate that, guys. We're getting right into the diminished stuff today. Again, I do not have these uploaded onto the computer. I'm still trying to figure out how I do this. It's international copyright secured, printed in USA. It's whatever. That means I don't know if I can actually use these as PDF files, but I do own this book. I own it. I purchased it. I didn't purchase it in the 1970s, but I definitely purchased it. So I own the book. So I don't know how that works. So I'm going to chat GPT that shit and try to figure out what I got to do, because I got to post these up here, and it'd make it very helpful if I could just start posting these things in the background as opposed to saying, hey, people, look at this. Take a screenshot. And so I don't know. The book that I would prefer to recommend, all the books that I prefer to recommend, obviously, are these guitar grimoire books. I've been using these books for, I will say this much, I've been using this book for a long time, over a decade, for sure. And I swear by this book. So I swear by this, by Adam Camden's series. He has this one. I have the chords and voicing book with me as well, the chord progression book with me, but I don't have the chords book with me, which I would like to get a new copy of. I'm going to buy a new copy of all these books probably. But yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Those are my favorite books anyway. But I do like Melbe, big fan. Carl Fisher, big fan of those publishing companies. They put out a lot of really good books. I'm not going to sit here and say pick one book over the other. I'm just going to show you what I use, and if that's helpful to you, when I get with the Amazon affiliate program, I will advertise absolutely for those things. Like I said, you will never hear me advertise for a thing on this channel that I don't use myself. Just ain't going to happen. Doesn't make sense to the channel, and it seems stupid. And I'm not a salesperson, so yeah, I'm not doing that. Ain't doing it. I don't care. Let's get right to it, guys. We're going to work right with the chords. C diminished chords. Shout out you guys. Happy Friday, y'all. Let's go. Again, this is really, really boring, so I understand some of you are going to stay with me. Some of you may not want to stay with me until the very end. I hope that you will. I hope that you're working with me. But we're going to work on these chords. We're going to do the C diminished chords, the C augmented chords, followed by the C sharp D flat diminished chords, and then we're going to end on the C sharp diminished chords, C sharp D flat diminished chords. And then we're going to move right on to the Lick of the Week. If you'd like to go ahead and take a look at the Lick of the Week, I have posted that in the channel. So check it out if you'd like to. Shout out to the guy who did it. I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me. I think it's Maurizio, and I cannot pronounce his last name, but his name is dope. So let me see this real quick just to make sure. Maurizio Mura. I don't know if he's Italian or Latino or Spanish, but his name is dope. Mauricio, and it's fun to say too. It's really fun to say name, but he's a really, really, really good teacher, and I recommend, as I said to everyone, to go ahead and subscribe to his channel too. Helping people and individuals who put out content that helps us grow as guitar players is a good thing. It's only a good thing, okay? Watching their videos, playing their content is helpful to us, so we want to, in turn, respond in kind, doing our effort to make sure that they can continue to sustain their channel. So. And then here. I love these chords, because this is Scooby-Doo chords. Scooby-Doo is by far and away my favorite cartoon to watch. My favorite cartoon to read is Garfield. Character's way different in the books than he is in real life, or what they did in the movies. They ruined him in the movies. Let's go one more time, okay? I haven't gotten to the point where I can close my eyes and do chord work. That's going to be a little, that's going to come next. So, you see the inside chords, same chords, finish, see? One more time. Let's go right into these rhythm chords that sound less than like this right here, y'all. Again, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make these fun by playing different style, like different ways of playing, like different strumming patterns, and that's the one thing I think that I'm going to implement into these. It's like adding like different strumming patterns, so you're learning two things at once. Not only learning the chords themselves, but you're also learning different strumming patterns and different picking patterns. Maybe we'll figure this out. That's the only way I think of learning chords, making it more fun. It's just not fun, and I don't know other ways of doing it besides just boneheaded repetition. Let's go to the bottom 4 string chords that sound a little something like this right here, y'all. Okay, y'all. Time, okay? these C augmented chords. Y'all know too bad, okay? Y'all know too bad. Let's go write these C augmented chords, which are, again, these are my favorites because these are really easy to know. So the melody chords sound a little something like this, right? Sure, okay? Switching. One more time. Let's go right into these inside chords, rhythm chords, and bottom 4 string chords. Why did I say all 3 in quick succession? Not just to introduce them, but because the chord shapes are practically identical. And I'll go and tell you why. 1. You're on the 1st fret with your index finger, okay? You're barring off your G and your B string. Then on your A string, your D string, you got your middle finger, and then you got your ring finger on your A string. And those are your inside chords. So you play here, the 5, and then the 9. Same thing with the rhythm chords, except you're just going to add the pinky, so it's going to sound like this. 5, same position, same place. Then the bottom 4 string chords is basically, instead of barring off the G and the B string, you're going to lift it up and not bar off the B string and just play the G string. So it's just going to be these 4. Inside chords which sound like this. One more time. Right to the bottom 4 string chords that go the rhythm chords. Let's go. Right here. Chords, same thing, just lift up that index finger. We're not barring up the B and the G, so it's going to sound like this. Guys, we're going to get right into the C sharp, D flat, diminished chords, and I'm excited. I'm super excited. Why? Because we're almost done. We're halfway through the chords, and these are my favorite. These are not the hardest ones in the world to learn because they are very simplistic in their shapes, because they are similar across the board on basically all of these, and except for the melody chords and the diminished chords. But they're fun to do. So we're going to do those, okay? Let's go. Tasty. I think it's from Mortal Kombat. that duck face again. Did that with my eyes closed. Did y'all see that? Oh man, that was awesome. Let's get right into the inside chords, guys, before I start tooting my own horn for no reason. Let's go right into the rhythm chords, as I call them. The rhythms. So again. Bottom 4 string chords, guys. I get to do this in a more fun way because these are way easier to do than the other chords. I would not be rocking this hard if I was working on the other ones. Wait, did I say that right? I would not be rocking out like this. That's the term I want to use. Don't want to get clipped on the internet for weird stuff. Oh, God. I like this one because this one's going to make it sound like a trance. Let's go right into this D augmented C sharp D flat augmented chords. Sound like this. Rhythm chords, inside chords, rhythm chords, and bottom 4 string chords. Again, same concept, same shape, just moved upward. So I don't really think I need to go back into that again, but these are the inside chords that sound like this. Then you go to your 6, then you go to your 10, then you're back to your 6, then you're back to your 2. Again, the fret number I was calling out was the fret number that's on your index finger. In case that was not clear to begin with. One more time. getting weird with it. Let's go. Let's get right into the bottom 4 string chords. Same concept, guys. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, as they say on the streets, we are done with the chords. We do not need the book anymore, which is not what I was really using for the most parts, which is not entirely true. I was using it a little bit. I used it a little bit, okay? A little bit today, okay? Let's get right into this lick of the week. I've still been working on this one from Maurizio. I have got to figure out how to pronounce this guy's name, because he puts out some really dope stuff. He has his Patreon, too. I think you can pay for some of the stuff on his channel, but he does put out a bunch of free stuff, which is good. It's helpful to us. But as I said to everybody, and I say it again, if you could subscribe to this guy's channel, it would be very helpful to him, I'm sure. I'm certain. We're going to pause that because I know it. I have it memorized basically. We were at 900 beats per minute yesterday, and that's a tempo at which we're going to play it today. Because I'm still not good at it at 90 beats per minute, so I'm still working it here. It's like a really high-pitched one, too. Like, that's a high-pitched sneeze. My bad, y'all. That's grody. But I can't, you know, can't be stopping yourself from sneezing. Actually, that's really unhealthy to stop yourself from sneezing. But you can prevent yourself from sneezing on other people. So... that is a weird sneeze. I admit that. It went, I don't know what that's about. I really don't. It's like a whooping sneeze, like whooping cough. That's the winner right there, baby. Now we're going to end that exercise for to dizzle. And that is, did I need the metronome for this next part? No, I don't need the metronome for this next part because I'm still working on it without a metronome because I'm so terrible at it. And this is the OD Polyphia riff. Now, I said earlier this week I'm going to be working on trying to post the Polyphia riff, the ABC Polyphia riff this week. So. I got some work to do on it, but anyway, the ABC Polyphia riff, hopefully I'll be able to get done this weekend. I cannot promise that, but hopefully over the next couple of days it will be done. Okay, anyway, the I have no idea how that's played, so. So again, right here, we're right here. So it should sound like this at the end. I don't know if I can do this right as fast as this. Like. This. Guys, we are at the end of this stream. I apologize for not being here as quickly as I could have today. But I was working. Backing track. Good to see you guys. If you haven't done so already, I'd absolutely love it if you could go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's see if I can get these. chord work is getting way better because I'm starting to understand how some of these things fit together. My brain is making those neuronal connections necessary for me to get to that point, and that's a great thing for me. So shout out you for being here to witness me getting better. I felt like the last 2 days I've been really killing it on the improvisational stuff. And again, let me know what you think in the comment section if you like it. You like it. Again, some of this stuff is really subjective, but again, if you want to just let me know if you think it sounds okay or if you're thinking that the chord work is actually kind of good or okay, that would be helpful to know too. This is kind of a Taylor Swift style like thing. So my chord work is getting a hell of a lot better. It's not as great or as perfect as it should be, but I'm feeling myself making the connections, which is really good for me personally. And hopefully, I think that you guys may be making them too. If you've been working as long as I have and been working with me on the channel, then maybe you're making those neuronal connections too, where you're trying to get to the understanding how these chords work together in conjunction with the scales. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go ahead and say thank you so much for joining me today. I know some of you weren't able to be here for very long. I know some of you were able to be here for the entire time. And I know for some of you, you're just tired because it's a fucking Friday. And I don't blame you guys. You guys are working really hard. I'm working really hard. We're all working really hard. Anyway, I just want to say that I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. So let me go over my spiel in case you don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm talking about? The channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve a live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. The first part is the practice session, where we practice, I practice, you practice, we practice together, and we help each other out to get to from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing, and we do that through working on obviously warm-ups, scales, chords, different chord progressions, different scales, different chords and voicings, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, as well as different cover songs that we can use to help us get better at playing guitar. Obviously, those won't be the main things, but it will help us do promotional stuff for the channel. And that is the foundation for the second thing on the live stream, which is about me creating the best music. Well, it's about me creating the best improvisational music by playing, and you sitting there and judging me on your throne of judgment, letting me know if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, if I'm doing ugly, and not great. And so, shout out all you guys again. Shout out. Well, it's not letting me do that. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I was just going to say thank you so much for joining me. Again, for the second part, my hope is that at a certain point you feel comfortable and confident enough to, after judging me, to use the backing tracks playlist section of my channel to create your own backing tracks, to upload them, to record yourself, and then upload them to YouTube. With your permission, after sharing them with me, I'd like to discuss them on the channel to talk about how you attack the fretboard, how I attack the fretboard, and what we can do as a collective to get better at attacking the fretboard. All of those things are in service to the third thing, which is what the whole channel is about. And the whole channel is about me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X to create the best music I can. Whether I'm singing and songwriting on the tracks, or, well, it's basically my understanding my fretboard. I'm using my skills and my understanding of the fretboard, my understanding of music theory, and my understanding of guitar to create the best music I can. So I will be singing and songwriting, I will be creating guitar parts, and I will be doing creating synthesizer sounds, and doing all this stuff and creating stuff on a daily basis and uploading that on a daily basis. So it is my hope that you will join me on my journey, and you will be able to judge that for what it is. So 100% of the stuff I'll be putting out will be stuff for me personally, or 100% will be just for me to get better personally. The other 90% will be stuff for my own personal projects. The other 10% will be split into 2 parts. Music I'm creating for other individual artists online, whether it's collab or what have you. Oh, and the other 5% will be music I'm creating for people who work in the short film industry who are always looking for new music. Lastly, when people don't really watch the channel still serves for me as a where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. So if you guys want to get involved, the best way to get involved is to like and comment and subscribe to the channel. It is as easy as clicking the thumbs up button and that red notification button to help subscribe to the channel. And the fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel serves me as where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. So I ask people to subscribe so that I can make this channel net zero, meaning it is absolutely free for me, as I'm already trying to make for you guys as possible. But in order for me to do that, I have to get with the YouTube partnership and Amazon affiliate program. In order for me to do that, I need to get subscribers. And that's the freest way I can make it free for you guys as possible. But until then, I ask people to donate to the channel. Again, my Ko-fi account is located in the description of the video and in the chat. It's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. Again, that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. You can donate as little as €1 to the channel if you'd like to. If anything I'm doing is worthwhile, I recommend that you do that. It's helpful. Things happening was. The second thing I ask people to do is to check out my cryptocurrency referral links. Now, they help out with the channel from an indirect perspective. Now, how they help out with the channel is that they offer you perks and benefits that they will in turn offer me because I'm a referring client, and then in turn this channel because I will be adding 15 to 20%, between 50 and $100 into my channel next year on January 1st, 2026. So for those of you who'd like to see what that is, I will be adding things to make sure, I'll be doing a poll on things that I want to purchase. Say the top 550 and top 500 and anything in between. And I will put those things up there. I will post them up there to YouTube so that you guys can see what they are and what they is, so that we can get right to that. Again, like I said before, guys, I just wanted to show you those things that people be nerd about it. You know what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, I hope that you will purchase those things if you'd like to. Again, I'm not a financial expert. This isn't financial advice. I'm going to tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I enjoy trading cryptocurrency very much, and it does help out with the channel, provided you use my referral links to sign up for any one of those 4 platforms. But again, the easiest way to help out with the channel is to like and subscribe and to comment to my channel. And the third thing is really second easiest way to help out with the channel is by subscribing to me across all platforms, because helping me grow my other accounts. I'm currently on Facebook, obviously YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. I'm not as active on Twitch or TikTok as I should be, and I am as active as one could be on Instagram and Facebook. So I ask people to subscribe to those platforms because they will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time, your effort, your energy, your love, your loyalty to this channel, and your capacity to continue to make me a better and better guitar player. Guys, I got to end the stream here. I want to say thank you so much for your time. I don't know how we got through these so quickly. Maybe I wasn't spending as much time on other things as I should have. And I'm trying to think, did we miss anything today? No, I think I just had 2 or 3 of my exercises that fell on the easy day. I ran through both of my licks of the week. So it means I need to spend less time talking and more time working. So guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel today. I hope that you will join me again tomorrow. Like I said, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel, and I'm going to continue to build this channel brick by brick. But with your help, we can make it happen more quickly. Guys, happy